Commencing in the holy name of Almighty Allah, the merciful and the beneficent. Good morning to all of you, dear students. Today we will solve the numerical problem of chapter number 20, which is about nuclear physics. So, dear students, the numerical which are included in your smart syllabus from this chapter number 20 are question number 1, question number 2, question 3, similarly question 8 and question 9. These 5 numerical are included in smart syllabus. So we will solve these one by one. Let's start from the very first numerical. In the first numerical, it is stated that find the mass defect and bending energy for helium nucleus. The helium nucleus is given and we have to calculate what? The bending energy and mass defect for the helium nucleus. So let's start properly. So let's write the given data. In this statement, what is given? Given data is helium nucleus is given. This is the symbol for helium-2 He4. This represents number of proton. This represents number of proton plus neutron. This is number of proton or electron. So it means that number of proton is represented by Z, also known as atomic number. So Z is equal to how much? 2. Similarly, how many protons are there? So number of neutrons. There are 2 neutrons. So it means that there are 2 protons and 2 neutrons in helium nucleus. Mass of neutron. Mass of neutron is given by 1.008665 U. 1.008665 unified mass unit U. Similarly, mass of proton is equal to 1.00727. 00727 unified mass unit. And mass of this helium nucleus is equal to 4.002602. 2602 U. So these are given. What we have to calculate? We have to calculate 2 things required. 2 things are required. First one is mass defect, delta M. Mass defect is represented by delta M and this is to be calculated. Second thing is bending energy. EB is to be calculated. So how can we calculate these 2 things, mass defect and bending energy? So dear student, by a formula we know that solution to question number 1, we know that what we know, mass defect is given by delta M. ZMP plus plus N MM minus M, which is mass of the nucleus. So all these values are present here. We have to put this value here. We will get delta M is equal to Z is 2, MP is 1.00727 plus N is also 2 and MN is 1.008665. 2 multiplied by 1.0086665 U. This is in unified mass unit. This is in unified minus. What is M? 4.002602. 4.002602 unified mass unit. So delta M is equal to here in this case, by calculating all these values, we get delta M is equal to 0.03037. 0.03037 U. Clear? This is all about mass defect. Now, how can we calculate the bending energy in mega electron volts? Option B. To calculate the bending energy in mega electron volt, we have the formula EB equal to delta M multiplied by C square. EB, bending energies in C square formula. So in mega electron volt, we can calculate it by putting this 931.5 mega electron volt, and the value of M is known to us. So bending energy will be equal to 0.030378 multiplied by 931.5, but in mega electron volt. So by calculating these two, by multiplying these two terms, we get the bending energy in mega electron volt is equal to 28.297107. 28.297107 mega electron volt. This is the required bending energy. Now, dear student, in question number 2, it is stated that in question number 2, it is stated that a certain radioisotope has a half-life of 8 hours. A solution containing 500 million atoms of this isotope is prepared. How many atoms of this isotope would not disintegrate after 8 hours, after 24 hours? So first half-life is 8 hours. Now the second half-life will be after 16 hours, and the third half-life will be after 24 hours. So number of atoms present is given, which is 500 million. Question number 2. Let me solve the question number 2 here. Question number 2. What is given? In a certain radioisotope is half-life of 8 hours. So number of atoms present, given data, N naught, number of atoms present initially is represented by symbol N naught. These are how much? 500 million. 500 million atoms are present initially. Now, after first half-life, required is what? Number of atoms left after first and third half-life. N is to be calculated. So solution, we know by a formula that number of atoms after first half-life is given by M naught divided by 2. This is how much after first half-life. So N naught is 500 divided by 2. So this is 250. 250 million. Here in this case, after first half-life, 250 million atoms are disintegrated and 250 million atoms are present. So first half-life is after 8 hours. So dear student, the number of atoms decayed in after 8 hours, or the number of atoms decayed after 8 hours. Thus, number of atom decades after first half-life. First half-life is given, which is about 8 hours. Is how much? 250 million. Similarly, the second part of the question is we have to calculate what? Number of atoms present after third half-life. So number of nuclei left, the total nuclei present is given by formula after third half-life. Third half-life is 24 hours. So how many atoms will be left? So we have a formula n equal to n naught divided by 2 square, 2 power n. What is n? Third half-life. So we have to put n equal to n naught is how much? 500 million, and this is 2 power 3. So we get 500 divided by 8. Now n is equal to 500 divided by 8. This is approximately 62.5 million. Atoms are left after third half-life. So all the remaining atoms are disintegrate or decayed. Let me summarize this question briefly. Dear student, we are given a certain radioactive isotope. There are 500 million atoms of the nuclei of the isotope, and what will be the number of nuclei left after first half-life and after third half-life. So we will simply to calculate the total number of nuclei or total number of atoms by 2. This will be after first half-life, and by 8 here this will be after third half-life. Now in question number 3, it is stated that write the nuclear equation for beta decay of the following. There are certain radioactive isotopes, and we have to write the equation for beta decay or nuclear reaction for beta decay. So how can we write the nuclear equation for the beta decay of Pb, which is lead 82-210. Question number 3. Write the nuclear reaction for what? For the beta decay. For beta decay of first one, lead Pb 82 into 10. Pb is lead, 82 is atomic number, and 210 is its mass number. And we have to write the beta decay equation. The general equation of beta decay, the general formula for the negative beta emission is given by general formula for what? For negative beta emission. General formula for negative beta emission is given by, this is XZA. This is the symbol, general symbol, that is atomic number, A is mass number. So we have to add 1 with this atomic number Z plus 1, and A will be remain the same, plus beta emission, plus anti-neutrino plus anti-neutrino and plus some amount of heat is released. This is the general equation for beta decay. xza equal to yz plus 1a plus beta negative plus anti-neutrino and plus amount of heat. Now we can apply this on this PBr lead. So how can we apply? Lead convert into bismuth by releasing a negative beta particle and anti-neutrino. So A number lead or PB convert into bismuth and by releasing a negative beta particle and anti-neutrino. Anti-neutrino and release negative beta particle. So a very simple word we can write it as PB 82 210. This will be converted into what? After nuclear reaction, this will be converted into bismuth, which is Bi. This will be 82 plus 183. 210 will be the same. Plus what? Beta particle. Sorry, beta emission plus anti-neutrino plus amount of heat. Similarly, in question number 2, option B, it is stated that bismuth. How can we convert bismuth? Bi. The bismuth converts into polonium by releasing a negative beta particle and an anti-neutrino. Option B. Bismuth, this bismuth Bi is converted into polonium. Bismuth is converted into polonium by releasing a negative beta particle and anti-neutrino. By releasing a negative beta particle and anti along with some heat. So how can we write this equation? The nuclear reaction for this bismuth 83 into 210. Remember, dear student, if we compare this with this general equation, so there will be 83 plus 1, Z plus 1. So the new element form will be polonium, which is 84. Similarly, this is 218 plus what will happen? Negative beta particle is emitted along with anti-neutrino and some amount of heat Q. So this will be the nuclear reaction for the bismuth, which decay beta particle. Third one is thorium. So thorium converts into protactinium. C number TH. Let me write it here. Third number TH, thorium. Option C. Thorium TH with atomic number 90 and mass number 234. TH. T capital H. TH 90 234. So dear student, if we compare this with this, we have to add here 1. So it will be 91. So thorium will be converted into Pa. 91 and 234 is same. This Pa is protactinium plus negative beta particle plus empty neutrino plus amount of heat is released. Let me explain it once again. After beta emission, after beta decay, thorium converts into protactinium, atomic number 91, mass number 234, plus emission of beta particle plus empty neutrino plus some amount of heat. Similarly, in question number D, it is stated that Neptunium Np 93,239. This is Neptunium Np 93,239. Now Neptunium is converted into plutonium. This is 93, so we have another element, plutonium Pu, with atomic number 94 and 239 plus beta plus empty neutrino plus amount of heat. So this is the nuclear reaction in which Neptunium converts into what? Plutonium by releasing a negative beta particle with empty neutrino and some amount of heat is also released. So these are all about the after the beta emission or beta decay. So different element convert into some new element, some other element. So let me summarize it briefly once again. Dear student, we are given that after beta emission, this Pb or Bi or thorium and this is neptunium. How can it convert? What will be the new product form? So we write this nuclear reaction for all these. For lead, which is represented by symbol Pb, lead convert into bismuth by releasing a negative beta particle. This is lead, it converts into bismuth by releasing negative beta particle along with empty neutrino plus some amount of heat. Similarly, bismuth is converted into polonium by releasing a negative beta particle along with empty neutrino and heat. Thorium, this is an isotopes of uranium, thorium 9234. This is isotopes. So thorium converts into protactinium by releasing a negative beta particle along with empty neutrino and some amount of heat. Similarly, the neptunium converts into plutonium by releasing negative beta particle along with some empty neutrino and heat. So this neptunium is converted into plutonium. This is the general equation for beta emission in any type of radioactive isotopes. The general formula for the negative beta emission is this: X, an element will be converted into Y, atomic number greater than 1 unit, beta particle emission, empty neutrino amount of heat. So dear student, hope that it might be clear to all of you. So this is enough for today. Inshallah, in next lecture we will solve the remaining two numerical, lecture number 8 and 9. So thank you for listening. Thanks a lot.